Welcome everyone. I just want to talk a little bit about the class and just give you a brief overview through this little video. Some things I want to talk about is just a little introduction to myself. Look at our textbooks, look at the syllabus and the initial email. Then I'll talk about the bottom end of that list when we get a few slides down the way here. So this is me. This is my professional picture. It's a couple years old now, so I could probably replace that one. But you know what? I still look the same. This is what I look like more regularly. Over Christmas break, I spent the greatest week with my daddy in Torrington, Wyoming. My dad is the gentleman in the middle with the cane, and he is going on 84 years old, 85 years old, excuse me, here next month. This is my side of my entire, not my immediate family, my extended family, I guess. So I had a wonderful time visiting Dad. We did a lot of puzzles, played some games, went out to eat, a lot of visiting. Anyway, great time. I hope you guys had a great break too. All right, down to business. Here is our textbooks. So on the left is your textbook that has the chapters that you read, and they give you demonstration problems, and then it has at the end of every chapter the problems that we will be completing for our homework. When you write your homework assignments, you write your stuff in the study guide. So when you look at your study guide, you can see it's just a bunch of blank lines and accounting forms. It's all set up so that it works correctly with the kind of assignment that you're doing. And don't worry, I'll get you started when we jump into that book, especially in chapter 2 and 3. Please take some time to tour the course. Make sure you have run through context and course information, and your first assignment list is out there. It's not very long this week, but next week is a whole week, so we'll jump clear into chapter 1 next week. Take a look at the Online Learning Center. That's a connection to the book's website. When you click in there as a student, you can click on chapters, and there are extra study materials there for you. There will be times that I will direct you to use that Online Learning Center. This week, because it's the first week, we'll do a discussion board, and we will introduce ourselves to one another, and we'll have all of our tests and quizzes in the test quiz link here, and you will have just a little introductory quiz right off the bat. Other than that, the bottom one, the WebEx meeting, we will be using for some of our online get-togethers. More to come on that. So take some time to read through the entire syllabus. I recommend that you save the PDF that I've loaded there, and I recommend that you print your syllabus, just so that you have our little deal between you and me all understood as we go through this course. And then if you were registered for the class last week, you already received a welcome initial email from me. If you registered Friday or after, you'll want to take a look at this. It's inside of course information, and the initial email just has things that I wanted to tell you before we got started, but reading it all right now is fine too. Just making sure you're all set to go. I want to let you know that for some of our assignments we're going to use Excel. I don't expect you to be a genius with the program, and I don't care which program you are using, or if you're using a Mac, that's fine too, as long as you have an Excel program or a spreadsheets program that you can run. So we will be doing some just simple, addition and subtraction, and laying out accounting forms. So nothing real difficult, but I want you to start to get used to using Excel as your homework spot. Next, in your course your contact shoot, I think it's in course information. I left you a instruction sheet to install the app called Remind. And I know it's like one more thing for you guys to install, but always, every semester, there's always times that I wish I could reach out to students without without the internet and without Blackboard, just to be able to send reminders, chat back and forth with students, and even you guys can chat back and forth with each other. So this is an app that's highly recommended. It's created by teachers for teachers and students. It's actually used in school districts like to even contact parents and whatnot. But I've heard other instructors on campus are using it and like it, and I'm excited to give it a try. So, instructions for installing Remind on your smartphones or smart tablets devices is located in course information. I hope you like it. The materials that you'll need for this class is a pencil and a eraser and a straight edge like a ruler, a calculator, stuff that you probably have. If you need any materials for this class, please let me know. Oh, and in chapter 3, we will be using a ton of index cards. So you'll hear from me before that chapter, and if you live away from the area, I will send them to you. Okay, going on to required for OIS majors. This class is required for graduates of the administrative assistant area. So office information systems would be your major. You will learn the basics of accounting from the perspective of the employee that is receiving money, paying bills, working with invoices, tracking transactions that happen in a business. So the perspective is not like the corporate side of accounting or even like down the road to a CPA. It's the person working in an office doing the bookwork. Okay, so when you finish this class, you will be ready to take QuickBooks. In fact, some of you might be registered for QuickBooks now, and that's fine. But QuickBooks runs you through the accounting program, and without background of why you're doing what you're doing, QuickBooks is kind of hard to understand. So these two classes kind of work hand in hand, and I know you've probably seen ads for jobs, and QuickBooks is a biggie. So we need you to take this class so you can get into QuickBooks so that you have a nice rounded education from our area. And then lastly, this class is not a transfer class. So if you are planning on majoring in business, or you even think you're majoring in business, I want to remind you that this class is built for the workplace. It's not built for those students who are going on to a four-year school or wanting to be an accountant or majoring in business. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, just let me know. And last, just if you're dying to get started into the material, go ahead and start reading chapter 1, looking at the online resources, maybe clicking through the narrated chapter for chapter 1. Just fool around and see if you can figure out how to use the online resources and how they might work for you. We will officially start chapter 1 on Monday, so you'll have a discussion board to do and a quiz to do this week as we're just getting started. All right, thank you.